Hello, my name is Jay St. John Payne. I represent Turning Point at UH Manoa in Hawaii on a little island of Oahu. So Turning Point just recently started this chapter. It's been open been going for about, I'd say about 5 months now. We've been able to have an actual impact on this campus thanks to Turning Point. Before, there was no real solid conservative groups on campus. Hawaii in itself is a very apolitical democratic state, and people generally don't like to talk about politics in Hawaii. It's actually quite taboo. But now a lot of the people that we've been able to influence thanks to Turning Point are now really starting to see the importance of what's going on around them. You know, being in Hawaii on a small island, we're not always directly infected by what's going on in what we call the mainland. But now that things are starting to change, people are starting to see the differences, as far as being able to get more jobs and the economy growing. And people are starting to wondering, why is this happening? But in Hawaii itself, we still have that issue of being in a blue state, and the Democrats themselves are trying to suppress the voices and Trump's policies of what's actually going on, and trying to hide the truth of what he's actually trying to do. But again, thanks to us, we're able to share about socialism, how terrible it is. We're able to tell them, hey, who's the one that is setting up your taxes? Who's the one that is, ripping you off? It's these Democratic senators. And these people have never heard these concepts before. And thanks to Turning Point and all the things that they've provided for us, and thanks to Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens for coming down and being able to start the actual conversation with these students, people are starting to make the change. We've had a lot of students that didn't know what their political stance was, and now they come to our meetings all the time and want to learn more. We had one of our people here in Hawaii who used to be a complete prior leftist who led the anti-Trump rally, now become our Turning Point president in Hawaii, and also is now having a show, the Left Show, and does a radio show. All of this is because of Turning Point USA. She would not have been here. I would not have been here if it wasn't for Turning Point, and I cannot thank you enough, Turning Point USA. Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, all you guys who have been involved for helping us get to where we're at. So with the Trump 2016 election going on, even with myself, we noticed a big stir up in socialism and in Antifa. We have Antifa in Hawaii who's really trying to impress conservative values and conservative views, and that included the classroom and just people trying to generalize supporting Trump. Just like any state in the country, trying to wear a Trump hat or trying to support conservative values or verbally talk about it, you were ridiculed. I've had a lot of instances talking to students that they're getting death threats in the classrooms from not only their teachers but other classmates for just saying that they support our president or saying that an opinion that differed from theirs. We've had instances where teachers obviously gave these students terrible grades simply because of their views or their standpoints of writing a paper that maybe leaned a little bit right rather than sticking to the narrative of the left. When it comes down to it, what Turning Point does is allow for those stories and those instances to get out and allow these kids who feel suppressed, who feel like they can't talk about it, to have a voice. When it comes down to it, Turning Point allows us to organize, allows us to be part, to know that we're not alone, and allows us to be empowered to defend ourselves against these people who are judging us, who are ridiculing us, who are giving us death threats, and teachers who are discriminating against all of us. It's something that needs to stop and something that never should have started in the beginning. And I just want to say and give a big thanks to the donors who support Turning Point USA. We would not be able to do this without you guys. We would not be able to fight the good fight. We would not be able to bring all these influencers down to be able to help us and help supply us with all the promotional things, all the pamphlets, and everything that we have to be able to spread the good news of conservatives and conservative values to these campuses. So again, thank you for your monetary support, thank you for your physical support, and we hope that you guys stick around.